Henry, where do you think it all went wrong?
You ask that a lot. Can I smoke?
I think it will help you. I think it will help you if you can give me an answer that encompasses your truth.
I don't got a clue what you're talking about, lady.
There's no smoking in here.
Yeah. It's my last one. I'm waiting for the right moment. I just like to hold it to my lips.
Fine. Now back to my question.
You know when it all went wrong? When I got caught.
Do you think you were framed, Ed?
No, Doc, I don't think I was framed.
So we've been sitting together all this time,
Yeah.
and all this time I thought,
Yeah.
because you told me.
You hit me last night.
Oh, wow, so this is a recent discovery.
Like I've known for a long time, but I just figured it out.
You were doing some soul searching.
Something like that. I'm tired of running from it. That's what's got me thinking about it. I thought, I'm tired. So I asked myself, so why you keep running?
Sounds like you're ready to open up about some things.
Maybe I am.
I'm feeling edgy today. Do you think my whole problem could have been the result of one bad acid trip?
It is possible. Do you think?
Maybe.
But if that's the case, how much responsibility do you take for your actions?
A great deal. A great deal. I mean, I feel that I made some choices that had a serious consequence. And did you know that in Tennessee, death penalty trials cost an average of 48% more than the average cost of trials in which prosecutors seek life imprisonment?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why do you think those numbers are important to you?
I'm from Tennessee.
But when I put 100 rounds in her gut, shouldn't have nothing to say about that.
What did your mother have to say about it? Sit down, please, Mr. St. Clair. Sit down.
I got rules, you know.
I've got rules too, and you know what they are.
You don't talk about my mother!
All right. All right. What are the open topics for conversation?
How about we talk about my Thompson? My trench broom. My Chicago typewriter. My chopper.
Are you talking about your gun?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the best use of our time.
Why do you film these?
Archival purposes, research purposes,
Security purposes.
I suppose.
Is someone watching me right now?
Yes.
But if something were to happen, there'd be no way anyone could get here in time.
There's no need to make threats, Mr. Jones.
That wasn't a threat. That was an observation.
How about we stick to making observations about why you're here?
That was clever. How you tried to refocus.
We'll use our time wisely.
Do you love your job?
I do. Now, why did you kill those 17 people?
That is a really good question, Helen. Let's discuss.
What do you get out of these sessions?
Just want it to be over.
These sessions.
All of it. The guilt.
Ah, I think you've just said something really important, Henry.
I've been feeling lately this weight on my chest. Like when you go to the dentist and you're getting an x-ray and they put that sheet on you.
Lead. It's meant to protect you.
Oh, I feel like that's on me all the time.
I'm a little surprised, Henry. Your family was poor.
We got by. 8 of us. Well, 4 sisters and my brother Leo. Dad was a mechanic, Mom took in sewing.
And they had money to take you to the dentist?
They had money to give us everything we needed.
Do you think some of that guilt you're feeling is about letting them down? After everything they did for you?
Everybody was scared of me growing up. The whole neighborhood. Watch out for that Eddie Cooper.
Why do you think that was?
You tell me, Doc.
Well, Eddie, I think the whole point of this...
Right. Start getting in trouble.
Making trouble?
No, I got caught up in it. Wrong place, wrong time.
Uh-huh. This is starting to sound very familiar.
No. Hear me out. I get in trouble for stealing a comic book, or messing around with someone's daughter, or picking a fight.
And did you do those things?
Sometimes I did. But a lot of the times I didn't do anything wrong. I was guilty by reputation. It was my persona getting me in trouble. But that night, the night it happened, wasn't. For a long time, I've blamed what happened that night on my persona. I've said I was framed. But when I think about it, when I really think of it, which I do not like to do, I accept responsibility for my actions.
There is no scientific evidence that execution is a stronger deterrent from committing crimes than long prison sentences. In fact, states without the death penalty have much lower murder rates than states with the death penalty.
Are you scared, Jed?
Me?
Yep.
I'm scared. Sure, I'm scared.
Why do you think you're scared?
Because I don't know what's going to happen.
Do you think that's how Sadie felt?
Oh, God.
And her father?
The only reason
Uh-huh.
I did it was because if I didn't, he was going to.
You've said that, but we have no proof.
The proof is my word.
Is your plan just to ride out the rest of our time today?
That's what I'm thinking.
Do you think that's best for you?
I think that's best for you.
You think if you start to talk with me about the things in your past that you'll become angry?
Something like that.
Mr. St. Clair, I'm not worried.
Maybe you should be.
I don't think so. I have a job to do, and that job is to help you. I'd like to talk about your mother.
Geez, lady, you don't give up, do ya?
She was very important to you. Do you think your mother would be happy to know that you're doing better? That you're making progress?
All she wanted was for me to be happy.
Why do you think she loved you so much? Can you think back to a time when you were a little boy?
I used to sit on her knee. My mom was real fat, cozy. Used to smell like baking all the time in the house. Ginger snaps were my favorite. She made them with extra butter.
She was a good lady.
The best.
And you went to church?
She went to church every day. She used to drag me on Sundays. That's where I met the gang. She never would have made me go if she knew what was gonna happen. She never would have set foot in that place.
Your mother was a good, God-fearing woman.
She would have given that all up if she knew. I didn't want to join the gang. I had to.
We all make choices, Daniel.
No, there was no choice.
If you believe that, we still have work to do.
You seem tired today, Helen.
I am a little tired.
Exhausting work, the work you do.
Let's talk about you.
Are you gonna make me cry today? I love it when you do that.
I don't ever make you cry, Mr. Jones. If you cry, it's because of what you discover about yourself.
Make me discover something, Helen.
You know what, Mr. Jones? I wish you'd call me Dr. Gillespie. I don't see how this familiarity that I've let creep in is going to serve you in your treatment.
Why did you let that happen, Dr. Gillespie? Oh, I like that too. Dr. Gillespie.
I shouldn't have...
How often would you say you think about me when we're not together? God, you're blushing. Am I going to make you cry? Have I hit a sweet spot that's going to make you discover something about yourself?
You are really good. I think of you lots when we're not together.
Tell me all about it.
I think, how can I help this guy? He's so evil.
Evil is lazy. I did what I did on purpose. It took cunning, dedication.
I think, how did he lure 17 people? Oh wait, he's evil.
Good try, Helen. You're pushing my buttons.
He's like the snake in the Garden of Eden, luring people with what they want to hear.
You're making it sound so simple.
I can't help you. There's no will to get better. Most people I work with, even the ones who have committed the worst atrocities, worse even than you,
Now you're being mean.
they want redemption. You don't. And I'm out.
So, what do we do now?
Do you ever wonder what might have happened if you hadn't been caught?
That's a serious question. That's all I think about.
Do you ever wonder if God or the universe or some cosmic power had a plan for you, and that getting caught was the best thing that ever happened to
I
you?
don't think that.
Would you be willing to entertain the notion,
Not really.
even for a minute?
I lost everything. My family, my life. I'll never have kids. I'll never have a wife.
What about Mr. Gandolfo? What about his wife? What about his kids?
I get it.
I don't think you get it, Henry. I think you're going to sit here blaming other people for your fate, when what you really need to do is start searching your soul. You're going to replay your whole life, every second of it, until you figure out what it is that you need to do to start making amends. And then start making amends.
You ever make a mistake? Done something wrong?
I have.
You make amends?
Every day. I make amends every day.
Does that make you a better person?
It does.
Does that make you a happier person? I think I like my way better.
I could have turned left. I turned right. I could have gone to the movies with my buddy. And the crazy thing about that is I didn't, because I didn't want to get in trouble. I wanted to go home to bed.
Then what happened?
There was this girl in the neighborhood, Eulalie Akins. Pretty girl, slow. I was walking home and I had crying in an alley, scuffling. So I probably should have kept walking, but I went to see what was up. Turns out this guy Curtis was fooling around with Eulalie, but she didn't want to. I got there too late. This was a guy I knew. We've been in fights before. But something about his eyes just got me mad. His eyes and what he was doing to Eulalie. So